Hey guys. Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. I am going to a place that I kind of missed out on it last year because I decided to go on a whim. I am going to the Oxford Renaissance Festival. It started like, I think the other day or yesterday, but I had to work and I've been taking a lot of days off in September for other shows, so I just wanted to give my boss a little break, you know, be one with the team, I guess. I'm all dressed up and ready to go, and I was gonna put makeup on, but then I woke up with my eyelid being like so swollen for some reason. I'm not allergic to anything. I don't know what I touched. No idea where it came from. So we're just gonna leave her be. And today I actually can see pretty well. I slept on my back last night. I didn't want to sleep on my sides and like ruin my cornea. So I don't know if that, I don't know if that is a good thing to do. I'm new at this. I'm new with this eye problem. However, we're gonna go get coffee, and then we're gonna go to Oxford Renaissance and set up. We already set up last night. I just didn't bring my stuff, so I gotta bring my stuff today. I'm only selling like dice bags, my pleather dice bags from Robin in the Hood back in June when I went to Elmira, and I worked on some cotton pleather dice bags. I actually had some people ask me if I was bringing like my big adjustable bags because they would sell. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. This was just an idea. We're just testing the waters, but dice bags are a thing. I'm considering getting a tent next year to do the Oxford Renaissance. And what I mean by that, I mean like get a spot for next year. I also need a new tent because the one I have from my dad broke. Tiana's just borrowing my tent currently. So I'm going to be sharing a booth today with my bestie, Angela. So my goal is to get a turkey in a bowl, but that sounds great. The goal is to get a chili in a bowl because I wanted that last year when I went on a whim, but they were out. I understand. I came like 3 or 4 hours before the event was fully done for the weekend, so that's my bad on my part. And then I want a turkey leg because turkey is so freaking good. But yeah, first coffee and then the nice drive there. We are both running late. These are my sunglasses for driving because light sensitivity issue with this problematic child. And just running late, and I'm running late because of the other problematic child. And she wants me to pick up coffee. So like, okay, I'm already almost done this one, so I might as well. I really hope it's a good day today. The weather is beautiful. Sales are going amazingly well today for my first time at the Ren Fair. Now I gotta go save Kiana because she needs to go to the washroom and go and fill up her water bottle. And after they come back, I'm gonna go walk around and find and see if I want anything. This is like super exciting. I haven't gotten my chili in a bowl yet or my turkey leg, but we're getting there. So day one is officially done of the Oxford Renaissance Fair. It was awesome. Like, I was able to get a turkey leg. That thing is massive. I could not finish it. So I'm gonna go pick up some coffee and I'm gonna go home and see if I can make a few more dice bags. Because I know there was a print that I really wanted to cut and then sew together tonight. I just don't know how long I'll be staying up. But today was a really good, successful day in sales. Really busy, and I think it's because of the weather was so good. Saw a lot of friends that were not expecting me to be there. Well, they did as an attendee, but then when I told them I had a booth, they were like, oh, so you actually are doing like a market in a way here. And I said, yeah, I'm actually sharing a booth. So I think next year I'm gonna try it out as my own whole thing. maybe. We'll see, but like, it was fun. So, off to day 2. It is day 2 of the Renaissance Fair. Angie's not here yet. They're on their way. I left early because yesterday was a clusterfuck, so I thought I'd come a bit earlier and help set up and everything. I am very much inspired for next year to make like Final Fantasy Renaissance Fair. So I think I'm gonna try making a Tifa version first, because I kind of want to do Aerith. Maybe a Yuffie, I'm not sure, but like maybe Renoa next year. Lightning, Vincent, maybe a female Vincent version. I don't know. I want to give it a go, but I'm gonna start lifting the tent. And someone left their gloves last night because they're not ours. I am very much tired. I never realized how much energy is drained when my eyes are compromised. Vision's better today, so. I wonder what's happening over here.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching. Not jousting, but I literally thought that ball was coming at me. Speaking of jousting, I could not watch it. I was busy covering someone. I really wanted to see it.
What do you people think of that? Are you people going to take that? Sounds like I'm a media news program trying to divide the country. Nicholas, do so loudly. Give him your voices. Charging down. A miss. One ring. The throw. Okay, hold on. My lords and ladies, I have to say that attempt did suck it. That ITH standing word, it makes a medieval live. Okay, he has just, my lords and ladies, 1 point. Bringing around, charging down. A miss. One ring. The throw. There we go. Okay, that's good. All right. TJ, how'd you do? He hasn't even gone yet. Who cheers for TJ? Set, charging down. Your voices. 1, 2. The throwing missed that side. He has 2 points. That's it. These guys making this look really difficult. And it's really not that difficult. Knights charging down. 1, 2. The throw, that's it. Ladies and gentlemen, the winner of the first game, the Mountain, Sir TJ Duquette. All right, TJ gets a handful of gold. Who wants gold from TJ? Raise your voices.
The gold was literally candy that I get from work all the time, so I don't need any gold. Damn, they're fake potatoes.
No, they're real potatoes.
Oh, they're real potatoes. I'm just gonna take all the potatoes. No, I'm just kidding.
They are not for sale.
They're not for sale, but it says potatoes.
Well, we can sell you one
Oh.
and then you get back to the liquor.
I get it now. I get it.
Actually, many people thought the same thing.
I was like, I'll just buy a potato. So it's been a couple of days. I finally have a day off to like sit down, show you guys what I got, and tell you guys my experience at my first time vending and attending the Oxford Renaissance Fair. I went there last year for like only 3 hours before the event was completely done for the weekend. It was just like a spur of the moment kind of a deal, and I liked it. And everybody there was like, I didn't know you had a booth, and I had to tell them I don't have a booth. And then people were like, you should probably have a booth next year. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll think about it. And they were like, your dice bags would really sell. well here. And I was like, I don't know. And here we are. As a vendor, it was awesome. Sales were great. I feel bad for the vendors who had problems with the service. Apparently it was people who were associated with Bell that were having problems. I didn't have any problems at all. Not one problematic transaction with my Square. All my internet connections were great. Angela's internet connections were fine. So like we had no problems. I don't know how everyone else did, but rumor has it it was the service provider with Bell. Thank God I'm not with Bell. But everything went great. I loved how everyone was paying in cash instead of the Square. Everyone liked my designs of my dice bags. I wasn't sharing like a whole booth. I was just sharing a portion of the said booth, and even our display was great. My booth mates did really well, and I was not expecting to do well, but I did pretty well considering I wasn't even paying for my portion. I insisted on paying, but they were like, don't pay, don't worry about it. Not like the sales were bad, it's just they were so good. And I'm like, I can pay for a portion. And they were like, no, don't worry about it. Most of my cotton pleather bags sold, not the full pleather dice bags that I did bring. They did okay, which is totally fine. But everyone liked my designs. And then someone came up to me and was like, do you have anything with cats? I didn't bring cats. I brought owls, flowers, what have you. And I did not bring any cats. I should have though, but that's a next year's thing. Anything that survived this show is either going back with me when I go to Robin in the Hood again next year, as well as maybe having my own booth at the Oxford Ren Fair. So that's a possibility. However, I just saw in an email from London Comic Con that their dates may conflict with Oxford Renaissance Fair dates. So I don't know if I will get a booth at Oxford Ren Fair. I could do both, but I would have to get someone to maintain my booth, and I don't know about that. I feel really weird asking someone to watch my booth when I'm not there. It's just, it was really weird and hard for me when I had to go to my best friend's wedding. Not blaming you, Trevor, but it is what it is. But I had to get one of my friends to watch my booth, and I was like keeping tabs constantly at the wedding, being like, am I making sales? Is like there's something weird going on? Not like I don't trust people, it's just like it's my responsibility, you know? Anyways, sales were great. Our spot was awesome. We were next to like a welder, which was amazing, and hearing him hammer metal, it made me think about Final Fantasy 14 as well as World of Warcraft. I thought that was just, it's just the sounds were funny. And we were right in front of the bleachers where all the jousting was happening, and like other things, like the horse riding around the area. I don't know my words today. That was fun. And like there was tons of good food, there were tons of good costumes, there were tons of great vendors. A lot of the vendors around me were, I wouldn't say they were complaining, but they were saying that there was too many vendors here. I can't agree or disagree. It's my first year there. I don't know, but even my booth mates were like, there's twice as many vendors here. So I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing, but they made it seem like it was a bad thing. I'm just gonna sit there and just take that information. But apparently there's a rumor going around that they will be changing locations. I don't know. They might go back to St. Thomas instead of Thorndale, because that's where we were at. I don't know if that's good or bad. Apparently people didn't want to, but at the same time, they like the idea because of parking. It's always got to be parking when they change new locations. It's always got to be the parking. I understand as a driver, because parking at the RBC Center is ridiculous. Which, by the way, London Comic Con switching locations, so they're no longer going to be at the RBC Center because people complain about parking. So they're going to go back to their OG location which is the Western Fair. I mean, it's one floor, so that's kind of great, but it's all about the parking. I've noticed it's always about the parking. But anyways, I have no problems with the location changes on both events. Trick-or-treating was also a huge thing, and I felt bad because I was really unprepared. I didn't think I had anything for trick-or-treating, and I thought I got rid of all of my mushroom pals from Robin in the Hood because that was the last time I did trick-or-treating. But when I went into my pleather bag and saw all my bags, there they were. There was all my mushroom buddies. So I had enough mushroom buddies to trade over the weekend. But then, I don't know why I didn't do this, but I have all my trinkets from Robin in the Hood and the Dark Fae Market, because Dark Fae Market was also doing trick-or-treating at one point. I don't know why I didn't bring these to trade, because I've got so many goodies in here. But we're not going to go through this pouch. No. I'm going to show you the pouch of the ones I didn't want to keep and the ones I kind of wanted to keep. Because you can do that, right? So in this little bag here, we have a container full of shells, a fluff ball, one pearl, a duck, a pink duck, really teeny tiny house, a bat, which I do want to keep, a pig, a little pig, a pebble, a clear pebble thing, this resin rose, which I used to use when I did resin, one second. Actually, the last surviving mushroom guy in my stash. And this little Scotty dog pendant circlet, pendant thing. That's the stuff I don't want to keep, except for the mushroom, because that's mine. These are the trinkets I got, and I'm going to keep. I got this really cool ghosty guy. I think he was from the dollar store. I'm pretty sure I saw him at the dollar store, but I'm not complaining. This little 3D print dinosaur, and I absolutely love him. And for obvious reasons, we got not only one orange mushroom, but I got a purple mushroom. And I'm definitely keeping that. And then I got a sticker, and I put it on my tail box. Boom. I got this sticker, and I had to keep it because it reminds me of Endarna and Terran. I know there's no blue, but it could be like Endarna, Terran, and Sigale, but obviously I kept it. This rune that changes with heat, and I think mine is energy because I remember having something and I didn't want it. I just needed energy. Me and Mike traded, and so he got protection and I got energy. I'm pretty sure this is energy. I could be wrong. I don't know where my slip is, but I love those. And then I went shopping. I didn't want to leave the fair without actually buying something. So I found this one vendor called The Little Bookworm. Swear to God, out of all the tents there, hers was the best one. I literally like walked in, there was a chair, and I just sat down and was like oohing and awing about her display and everything that she made. It was the best tent at the fair, in my opinion. It gave me like dark cottagecore vibes. I absolutely loved it, and I can't wait to see her in like the future because I definitely want to purchase from her again. I bought this necklace, and it's got a moon on a book made out of clay. It looks like a cookie from over here, but like it's so stunning. I absolutely love this necklace. I was gonna get one for my coworker, but I didn't know if she liked the color scheme on the books that were remaining at her booth. And there was another set of earrings I know she would like. I just think they were really, really big, and I don't think she's into big, huge, dangly earrings, which is fine. She likes them on other people, but when I described it to her, she was like, yeah, that sounds pretty big, and I don't want that. So I'll definitely keep a lookout for the little bookworm and see if I can buy another necklace to get for my coworker. I didn't realize my neighbor was selling these, but this is going to be amazing to have when the time comes. In January, I have to go for surgery to correct Wanda, which is what I'm calling my eye. I have keratoconus on my one eye. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. So I have to go for a cross-linking surgery. So I'll be out of work for like a week, and I have to like wear this shell thing on my face while I'm healed. And I've seen people like tape it onto their skin and try to put eye drops in it and whatever. So I decided to buy this lace eye patch instead of having this huge shell on my face. I thought this would be easier for me just to put my eye drops in, use this to cover while I'm, you know, trying to relax in my house. Yeah, I thought this would be easier for me to wear than the big plastic case. Why she stapled this lace onto these back cards, I don't know why, but I wouldn't have done that. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's big enough to cover the whole eye. I can actually see pretty well in this. And it's not heavy, it's lightweight. Yeah, it'll be perfect. And it's fashionable. I can wear it to work. I really don't want to wear this to work, but that's how it's gonna be. What do you want? You're just gonna come and chill with me? Those were just the only tiny purchases, except for the turkey leg that I got. That was a really good purchase. By the way, I did finish it. Finished it Sunday night as my dinner. It was totally worth it. I had 3 goals at Ren Fair. Goal number 1 was to have really good sales, which I did. Goal number 2 was to have a turkey leg or chili in a bread bowl. Chili in a bread bowl was not there. I was kind of bummed because I really wanted that first. But since I couldn't have that, I went for the turkey leg. And the turkey leg was scrumptious. And the third goal was I wanted to leave Ren Fair with an outfit. Either a dress, a cape, a cowl that would pique my interest. But every time I wanted just maybe a cape, I was like, I can make my own cape. And then I wanted to find a cowl. But then I said, I can also make my own cowl. So I didn't get that. And none of the cowls that I saw really caught my attention. And then my brain just kept saying that, you know, you can make your own. And then I wanted to get like accessories, maybe a belt and a pouch to match with that. Well, no, couldn't get that either because none of that piqued my interest. I also felt like if I went and bought a belt and a pouch from a different vendor that was selling genuine leather, I feel like I was betraying my booth mates. I don't know why. I felt that way, but I didn't do it. I'm sure they would understand like I was supporting, but however, I also mentioned to my booth mates, this is what I want, and they kept saying like, we'll make it for you, and they never do. But like, they will. But I walked by this one vendor, and she had this outfit on a mannequin, and the right shade and all, and I saw it and I was like, I want that. So I ran over there Sunday morning, and I went to the booth Boho Peasant Co. And I ended up getting this beautiful outfit that I'm so happy with. It's 100% cotton, which is perfect for spring. I know it's fall and winter season, but I can also use it for spring. And it came with this beautiful matching cowl, and I couldn't I just couldn't resist. So we've got ruching at the back and the front with a corset lace design at the front to tighten it or loosen it. Comes with pockets. It's super long on me, but I don't want to hem it. It's too beautiful to hem. I can probably get away with it if I get like boots with a good heel, but I really like how I can adjust my straps to my comfort if I want it super high or maybe a little bit low, not too tight. It's honestly so perfect, and I'm really happy that I got this. Paid $125 for because taxes, but it was the best thing ever. It's better than paying like $300-400 for something. I was also like really bummed that I couldn't just make my own outfit for this event. I'm just so busy prepping for my shows. I've got a show this weekend on Sunday, and then I have a break, just 1 week and weekend of break of no shows, and then I'm back to back for shows for 3 more weeks, and then I'm on vacation. So like I'm on vacation in the midst of that, but like it's better than like booking off work and like making my boss so angry. But Ren Fair overall was amazing. I definitely want to go back to it next year. Hopefully it doesn't conflict with the dates of London Comic Con, because London Comic Con made their announcements of their new date, and usually that new date is the same weekend as Ren Fair, Oxford Ren Fair. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, but that's it, guys. That's it for this video. I hope you guys liked it, as my first time vending-ish and attending-ish at the Oxford Ren Fair. If you guys did, please give this video a nice like, and if you want to follow me and my other social media accounts, all the links are down below in the description box as well. Tongue got a little twisted there for a little bit. And as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it, and I will see you all in my next video. Take care. Bye.